The Second Great Shinobi War. Due, Greto, Cal Fugen, and 4 other elite Anbu take on stealth mission to ambush and kill Hanzo, to allow easy passage for Leaf Shinobi during the war. Cal has the ability to siphon his chakra into a sword, reaching extreme levels of power through nuclear fusion. He also has exploding kunai and large disc shuriken also imbued with his explosive plasma style of great destructive capacity. He can summon a wyvern called Sephiroth, and most of all, he can perform space-time ninjutsu, warping distance between himself and a target linearly, but warping opponents come at a greater chakra cost. He can warp projectiles away from him as well, with the ability to turn invisible, warping light away from him. Cal is 24 right now, and we're smack dab in the middle of the Second Great Shinobi War. Hanzo is tochu'd as the strongest shinobi in the world, holding off the force of the rock, sand, and leaf shinobi from using the rain village as a passing ground. After Hanzo defeated the Sannin, as they were retreating, Tsunade saw Cal walking towards Hanzo's direction. Fugen says, "Why are you retreating?" Jiraiya says, "Are you mad?" Orochimaru remarks, "That's the Orion." Fugen, Tsunade. Tsunade's shocked to see Cal because she thought he was dead. Tsunade says, "Don't go back there." Fugen says, "I have a mission." Greto-kun says, "According to my intel, Hanzo has decided to usurp a hidden power of the Kuriyami, dark forces that envelop the bellows of the Land of Iron. It is unknown what this lower holds, but if it falls into his hands, he is sure to unleash it on the nations in his quest for peace. We cannot risk the power balance tilting too greatly towards the other side." Orochimaru says, "We are of no help to you. If you go back there, you will surely die." Due says, "Danzo's orders were for you to guard our flank, prevent hidden stone shinobi from flanking us. Even with all the chaos, they refuse to relent in this war." Jiraiya says, "Well, watch your back with what we've got till when you die." Tsunade shouts, "Jiraiya!" Tsunade says, "Fugen, we will mobilize the remaining forces." Fugen shouts, "Ikuzo!" Also note as the Second Great Shinobi War is going on right now, Cal Fugen's name as the Orion begins to grow more and more popular as his S-rank Black Ops missions grew more and more. Hanzo reaches the border of the Land of Rain with some of his forces. He reads the stone tablets in the secret temple at the border of the Land of Iron. It opened to Hanzo because his will and strength was strong enough to attract the hollow force of the Enigma, Kuriyami. Hanzo says, "I learnt of this only after defeating Mifune. I am beyond grateful, friend. It turns out it wasn't a myth." Hanzo breaks the seal with his scythe, saying, "I am here." He wears the necklace, causing a seal to burn across his left chest. Hanzo's soldiers squeal, as Hanzo is on his knees writhing in pain and speaking a mysterious tongue. Fugen, invisible, shouts, "Hanzo!" His soldiers are afraid, saying, "It can't be. Hanzo-sama, get up, the Orion is here." Hanzo says, "How am I just realizing the weak decibels I named comrades? Your replacements are here." "Kibishi!" Grim erupts from Hanzo's soldier. Fumetsu no Nosferatu emerges from another of Hanzo's soldiers. Tsumetai Kaze. Lilith appears from Hanzo's shadow. Hanzo turns looking on. Fugen says, "You betray your own shinobi." Hanzo says they came to serve their nation. Due interrupts, "Nation? You are only the Land of Rain, whose power needs to be put in check." Hanzo says, "Your pride is what leads to downfall. Did you not see my latest products on your way to me? The legendary Sannin, a name befitting of mercy." Fugen interrupts, saying, "You are the one who is haughty." Hanzo says, "Invisibility will do you no favors." Fugen of the Orion, "I will not show mercy anymore." Fugen says to himself, "He knows my real name?" Cal parries Hanzo's knife thrown right at him. Hanzo laughs, "Get him." Grim, Lilith, and Nosferatu immediately slaughter the 7 Anbu shinobi present. Cal is defeated but manages to escape with warp distance. Hanzo and the Kuriyami walk out of the temple that begins falling apart. Samurai begin surrounding Hanzo and the Kuriyami, much to Mifune's disapproval. Still recovering from his fight with Hanzo earlier in the war, Nosferatu alone butchers the elite samurai in approx 12 seconds, slicing through them over and over immense speed. Some managed to parry while some were cut down. After the quick 3 exchanges, the moment he clenched his fist, all the samurai couldn't move. Nosferatu cut through them in one fell swoop. That very day, the Land of Iron lost all their elite samurai apart from Mifune. Jiraiya notices that Hanzo's forces are coming back, so the Sannin retreat fully, but they are pressed upon by incoming stone ninja. That's where Dan infamously dies. Hanzo addresses his people of the Hidden Rain, that they will no longer suffer loss, or harbor with constant feeling of fear. He is Nosferatu, creating large extremities around the Land of Rain, making it harder for people to pass through. He introduces the Kuriyami, thanking the Land of Iron, as only he, the perfect embed of both samurai and ninja, could lay hold of the secret weapon that brought even Hashirama Senju to his knees. He proclaims that with the power he has, he will be able to subjugate and control the 9 Jinchuriki, uniting the 5 nations under his rule. Next is the war in the hidden stone. Hanzo walks towards 4,000 stone shinobi. As they charged at him, he pointed his hand, and the kuriyami sprang forth. Grim, using his immense power and cleaver, he cut straight through even large rock. His impenetrable armor made up for his speed compared to the others. Grim, with his insane AP, his slashes are as strong as condensed bijou bombs. Nosferatu turned into his best form and back, swifting through the masses with vampire knives thrown with absurd precision, and sword slashes. He clenched his fists, stalling shinobi he came in contact with, making the fodder even more plentiful for Grim to feast. Meanwhile, Lilith was dispatched to get the three tails that is in the land of grass, trying to escape back to the hidden mist. After the battle in the hidden stone, Hanzo addressed his people again, showing his power by revealing the 5 tails Jinchuriki that he had captured from the land of stone. The very next day he gained the Kuriyami, being controlled by Hanzo's dreamwalk. His dreamwalk is so strong because the Kuriyami curse seal on him is at full power. News is spread all over about the Kuriyami. Made obsolete because of the strength of the first Hokage, it is revealed that it was that battle, along with several preliminary ones, that actually drained him so much he overexerted his chakra. As Jiraiya saw of this, he decided to linger in the Rain Village, because no safer place than actually the Rain Village right now that Hanzo had implemented the defenses using Nosferatu blood manipulation. Though Jiraiya came across some orphans, he saw a child had the Rinnegan and believed, maybe just maybe, this is the child of Prohesi. He decided that he would dismiss everything going on regarding the war and track Nagato and his friends before leaving. That maybe, just maybe, that's his input into whatever is going on in the shinobi world presently. Tsunade is in despair, and Orochimaru is Orochimaru. The shinobi world is at a halt, thinking of how to circumvent the new threat that has changed everything. Everyone is at odds at one another, so forming a truce is the last thing on their minds. They all prepare to defend their Jinchuriki, too prideful to form partnership with the other nation. Sakumo is dispatched with several jonin to infiltrate the land of rain, but Jiraiya stops Hiruzen, saying that it would be wiser to defend the village, that he saw too many people's blood carried by the rain. It won't be worth losing Sakumo Hatake. But Hiruzen doesn't listen, dispatching Sakumo anyway, saying that Jiraiya and the other jonin can defend the leaf. During the next meeting, Mr. Results, also known as Hanzo, produced the Three Tails. Lilith defeated Hidden Rain and Leaf Shinobi that joined forces to protect the Three Tails, incapacitating the Three Tails Jinchuriki all by herself, with 47 of his Dreamwalk Shinobi. Guarding several parts of the perimeter, Hanzo has used the Kuriyami to take over several stone ninja, 100, that were still fighting in the Battle of Stone. He has to place his hand on your head mid-fight to take over your body, and you have to be vulnerable to base-level Jinjutsu for it to work fluently. Danzo is paranoid, because though he knew this would happen, he had no idea the Kuriyami was this strong. He knew Fugen was still in the Land of Rain, so he communicated with him via an informant to make sure he captures the Kuriyami from Hanzo and bring it to the Leaf. He doesn't answer the informant. The informant leaves, so during the third summit of the Rain, he boasts asking which nation should taste the brunt of his scythe next. Grim, Nosferatu, Lilith, the 5 tails and 3 tails Jinchuriki standing with him. Kal, who has been suppressing his chakra, emerges from the crowd. Hanzo did not nab Kal with Dreamwalk because he wasn't expecting him to be there. Kal, dressed in black, stood 6v1. He has analyzed the Kuriyami from the earlier fight, understanding that the Kuriyami can constantly be summoned by placing them on a host. But he knows that Hanzo is very patriotic, not going to succumb his civilians to be used as sacrifices.